Trains are rolling again, though, through part of rural Montana where a train derailment killed 3 people over the weekend. The rural Montana rail line, a major shipping and passenger thoroughfare, has reopened. BNSF, who maintains the track, says that they have been regularly inspected, but with several cars still stopped just off the tracks, cleanup continues at the scene. Investigators are still at a loss for what may have led to the crash, with initial evidence ruling out speed and weather as a possible cause.
A man who was already sentenced to life in prison for killing 4 people at a massage business outside Atlanta last March pleaded not guilty Tuesday to shooting 4 others at 2 massage centers inside that city. At a brief hearing before Fulton County Superior Court Judge Ural Granville, Robert Aaron Long sat quietly, sometimes chatting with his attorneys. He already pleaded guilty in July to 4 counts of murder and other charges in the shooting deaths of people at a Cherokee County spa. The 22-year-old received 4 sentences of life without parole, plus an additional 35 years. All 8 shootings took place on the same day across 2 counties in March. 6 of the 8 slain victims were women of Asian descent. And if convicted in Fulton County, Long could face execution. A new hearing was set for November 23rd.
A move in the Senate pushes the government a step closer to shutdown. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked the latest effort by Democrats to advance a debt ceiling bill, objecting to a move by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer to bypass the 60-vote threshold, avoiding the need for GOP votes. The bill would fund the government and extend its credit until December. The deadline to raise the debt limit is October 18th, and the deadline to avoid a government shutdown is this Thursday night.
Well, some of the nation's top military leaders will be back on Capitol Hill this morning, a day after being grilled by senators about the country's withdrawal from Afghanistan. And those military leaders are contradicting President Biden on at least one key issue. NBC's Chris Pallone is on Capitol Hill to explain.
As the largest air evacuation in history.
For the first time since the Afghanistan withdrawal, the nation's top military leaders testified about it under oath, offering blunt assessments of the nation's 2-decade war there.
What's that all say? Strategically, the war is lost. The enemy's in Kabul.
Senators pressing the defense secretary, chair of the Joint Chiefs, and CENTCOM commander on whether they advise President Biden to maintain a U.S. presence in the country.
I recommended that we maintain 2,500 troops in Afghanistan.
That testimony directly contradicting what the president said in August.
No one said that to me that I can recall.
The White House later sidestepped questions about the discrepancy.
There were recommendations made by a range of his advisors, something he welcomed.
The president has insisted leaving troops in Afghanistan would have prolonged the nation's longest war indefinitely. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told senators escalation would have been inevitable.
Certainly, you'd be in a fight with the Taliban. And you'd have to reinforce yourself.
Joint Chiefs Chairman Mark Milley, admitting he was a source for 3 books about the Trump administration, insisted his call to a Chinese counterpart detailed in one book was a routine step and was not meant to undermine then-President Trump.
I am certain that President Trump did not intend to attack the Chinese. My task at that time was to de-escalate.
Round 2 today as a House committee also looks for answers. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.